When most of us think about sports, performance, skill, world's records, safety, we're usually not thinking about the field. But when it comes to safety and performance, the field has way more impact on sports than you might think. Athletes push human performance limits. They're stronger and faster than most people. Their entire career is based on how fast they can run and turn and unexpectedly stop. It all comes down to this: how the ball and their feet interact with the field surface. So they need a safe, firm surface for traction. But then, they are violently thrown to the ground. What's best now is an impact-absorbing surface, exactly the opposite of what they want to run and dodge on. How can a grass field do both? It's the management of the grass that so successfully accomplishes both. Any inconsistency on this field, whether too much moisture or an uneven surface, anything that changes the uniformity of the field can impact the outcome of the game. It's the sports turf manager who manages these variables and keeps the fields playable and safe.
With safety in mind, one of the biggest changes that we've learned over the past 20 years is it's no longer acceptable to just use the soil that happened to be nearby to build a field and play sports on. The native soil usually lends itself to poor footing, muddy conditions, which can negatively impact the game and safety as a whole.
Normally, you don't think of precision when it comes to the grass, but preciseness is a huge part in keeping athletes free from injury.
Whenever I go into my kicking motion, I stick my left foot into the ground and it's right next to the ball in the turf. So my cleats are actually digging into that surface. And so every time I go into my job to do my job, I have to trust that my foot is going to stick and it's not going to slip. It's not going to get stuck in the ground too much, that everything is just right. So we put a lot of faith in the fact that our fields are going to be perfect for everything we do. And every time I step on the field, I know that my cleats, my field, everything is going to work in unison so I can go out there and be successful.
The most important thing in this game, we have to have good, safe playing fields. I'm talking about good playing fields from the preschool all the way up to the professional level. The cheapest insurance for an athlete from preschool all the way up to the professional level is a good, safe playing field.
Sometimes I get a good feeling.
There is both an art and a science to managing athletic fields. The art portion you learn every day by doing, by managing fields, by being on them and learning the art of doing it. The science is learned in the classroom. The science of managing these fields is knowing what it takes to grow a plant, knowing the way a plant grows, the things it takes for those things to be as strong and as sturdy as they can be, to take the kind of abuse that they're going to take on an athletic field. Interestingly enough, we have people who are studying not only at the associate's level, but at the bachelor's degree, master's degree, and PhD levels across the United States and across the world, whether it's a football field, a soccer field, a baseball field, lacrosse, whatever that sport is that's being played on natural grass fields. Literally, there are thousands and thousands of fields across the United States managed by sports turf managers.
It's art, making fields look pristine. It's also science, and it's the profession of sports turf managers, experts on the field, partners in the game, who make it all work.